Hello, my name is Rana Sarkar. I'm the Consul General of Canada in San Francisco and Silicon Valley. On behalf of the Government of Canada, I'm thrilled to participate virtually in UN Charter Day with the United Nations Association of the USA San Francisco chapter. It's an honor to celebrate the United Nations 75th anniversary with you today and throughout 2020. I've seen the results of your global consultations earlier this year, and I applaud and appreciate your hard work to help the UN set its priorities for the next 25 years. This is not an easy time for the United States, Canada, or really any other country in the world. The spread of COVID-19 has caused upheaval. Governments have taken unprecedented actions to combat the pandemic, support its citizens, and stabilize economies. Some of this work is done domestically, but it's also work we have done together as neighbors and partners. While the pandemic has served to underscore and strengthen the cooperation between governments, our relationships are ultimately built upon strong people-to-people ties. Now is not the time for countries to turn inwards. Instead, we can choose to continue our relationship as partners, friends, allies, and neighbors in this new decade. While it may be natural to focus on self-reliance, there is no way that Canada, the US, or any other country can go it alone. Canada and the US face similar difficulties and shameful legacies. Prejudice, discrimination, and violence are a lived reality of far too many people in Canada. In the face of injustices, we must be clear. We condemn anti-Black racism and systemic discrimination. That's what thousands of principled Americans and Canadians have been doing throughout our two countries. And this is a moment to admire and honor their work. We hear the same calls for a more inclusive, just society at home in Canada, where systemic racism is a problem every single day. Canada is not a bystander. As a neighbors, this is a burden that our two societies share, and we must do better together. Canada is committed to working with the United Nations and multilateral institutions to help build a better future that benefits everyone. We are committed to building a future that furthers sustainable peace, addresses the impacts of climate change, promotes economic security, advances gender equality, and strengthens multilateralism. Here in the Bay Area, we are equally committed to working with leaders in the tech sector to ensure that the fourth industrial revolution benefits all. We believe that Canadian values of peace, freedom, and democracy and human rights are vitally important for the entire world. Our country's international engagement has contributed to our broader efforts to tackle the most important challenges of our time, including COVID-19, and has acted as a foundation for the further international cooperation on other key issues, such as those related to tech policy and regulation. Canada has also led important discussions on financing sustainable development goals and on the importance of economic security for conflict prevention. And we will continue to lead similar discussions at the UN and other forums. Canada will continue to pursue international cooperation through the United Nations and through other international forums, because that's what Canada does well, and Canadians do well. We strengthen our international relationships and fully engage on the world stage. Canada is large enough to make a difference, but we know we can't do it alone. We continue to work closely with all our partners, new and old, traditional and unconventional, to shape the global agenda. And we will continue to play a vital role in advancing global cooperation and building a more peaceful, inclusive, and sustainable world.